ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Good. May God protect the teacher and the student and help us grow. May we work together and become greater from our learning. So this is a prayer to empower both student and the teacher. So what are we going to do today? We are going to learn about the types of conversations. What is a conversation? Raise your hands. Who all knows it? Raise your hands. Okay. Now, what is a conversation?
Talk to each other. Something we are talking and talk to each other simply.
Talk to each other simply. Okay. Please sit down. Thank you. Yes, sir. What is conversation? Tell me.
Conversation is वार्तालाप.
Conversation is वार्तालाप. इसको कैसे समझाओगे आप? अगर कोई आपसे पूछता है that what is conversation, तो आप क्या बोलोगे? वार्तालाप? है ना? Try. It's okay. वार्तालाप of course हिंदी में उसको बोलेंगे, पर conversation आप कैसे बोलोगे?
Conversation is a साधन.
Okay.
जिससे
A medium.
मन की भावना को ट्रांसफर कर.
So it's a medium to put our thoughts across to the other person.
Yes.
ठीक है? So let's hear it out. It's a medium to share our thoughts to the other person. Thank you. Please sit down. Yes. Now there are various types of conversations, teachers. आज हम जो करने वाले, we are going to learn different types of conversations. Anybody knows any type of conversation? हम लोग कितनी तरीके की बातें करते हैं यार, फ्रेंड से, पेरेंट्स से, टीचर से, किस तरह की होती है? Yes.
टाइप्स
मतलब किस तरीके की?
तो हम बोल के करते हैं.
हाँ.
एक साइन.
See, that is the form of communication.
अच्छा.
है ना? ना, that is communication.
Sorry.
यहाँ पे words ना, don't be sorry. यहाँ पे हम खाली words के थ्रू ही जो हम कर रहे हैं conversation, वो किस टाइप की होती है?
Formal.
Yes, formal, informal. Thank you. Sit down, please. Thank you. What else?
What is formal and informal?
What is formal, informal? Formal conversation is used in a organization, schools, business setup. ठीक है? And when you have a formal conversation, you have to dress up formally. ठीक है? आप casual clothes में नहीं जा सकते. It's very important. When you are having a formal conversation, you have to have a formal attire. Attire means the dress that you wear. Yes, the formal attire. Casual conversation. What is a casual conversation?
Which we do with our parents.
Which we do with our parents, friends. ठीक है. So हम day to day में casual conversation सबसे ज़्यादा करते हैं. Yes. What is the kind of conversation we do with our students? बच्चों को जो हम पढ़ाते हैं उसको क्या बोलेंगे? Formal. Formal, intellectual, right? Informative. क्योंकि उसमें हम क्या कर रहे हैं? We are imparting knowledge to them. हम उनको ज्ञान दे रहे हैं, right? So that is an intellectual conversation that we are having on different topics. जैसे, for example, Karanji teaches maths, right? So he is imparting the concepts of maths to each and every student who is there in the class, and making sure that they are reciprocating in the same manner. ठीक है? So it should be a two-way process. Conversation कभी अकेले नहीं हो सकती. That we agree?
Yes, sir.
Right? Conversation has to be a two-way process, just like communication, which when we started these sessions, we talked about. So let's look at the types of communication. Conversation about things, conversation about other people, conversation about our feelings, casual conversations, professional conversations, intellectual conversations, empathetic conversations, small talk conversations. नीचे से start करते हैं, okay? You can make a note of this, but I will start from the bottom. small talk conversations. Sir, get me a book quickly. Okay. What did I do? मैंने बोला, सर ने रिस्पॉन्ड किया, खत्म. End of discussion. That is a small talk conversation. Karan ji, can you pass me that book? Yes, sir. Done. Over. That's a small talk conversation. ठीक है ना? Wherein we don't exaggerate, we don't elaborate, we just use limited number of words to express our message to the other person. Was it understandable? Yes, it was. Then only then the other person responded. अगर उसको नहीं समझ आएगा तो he will ask, sorry, I did not understand. Can you repeat that again, sir? Right? But the small talk conversation is only limited to a certain words. Do we do small talk conversations in school?
Yes,
We do it a lot. घर पे भी करते हैं, right? मेरे को जल्दी से get me a glass of water. Okay. Yeah. So that is a small talk. Problem solving. Yeah. What do you think is a problem solving conversation?
Question answer form.
Question answer form. Okay. What else? Problem क्या होती है? What is problem?
asking for the help.
Asking for help, right? Problem is we need to ask for help. We don't know it ourselves, so we need to seek for answers somewhere else. किसको हम who would we help? Anybody. Could be a teacher, could be a mentor, anybody. Right? So when we are having a problem solving conversation, that means that please help me in solving this particular problem is a problem solving conversation. Like the most problem solving conversation we do is with our students. Right? Because students are always asking us questions. That sorry ma'am, I did not understand this. एक बार फिर से बता दीजिए. Ma'am, I did not understand. Can you explain it to me again? Sometimes we get irate. Sometimes we get agitated. अभी तो बताया था यार. Why are you not understanding this? Are you not paying attention? Go wash your face and come back. होता है कई बार. We get irritated. We get annoyed. That's human nature, right? But still, we have to keep our patience and help them in solving their problems because you are the ones who are going to solve their problem. And I'm sure Karan ji would have a lot of examples as well because day in and day out teachers ask a lot of problems in maths, right? So problem solving conversation is wherein anybody is helping you to solve your problem. Okay, before I move to empathetic, let me derive another word from empathetic, that is empathy. What is empathy?
Pittiness. Pittiness.
Pittiness, yes, little bit pittiness, thank you. What else? I empathize with you. What when I say that I really empathize with you, what am I saying? ये हमने किया हुआ है teachers, right? We have done this and I have made you write this as well. Think, take a minute to think.
Consolation.
No. Yes, say it loudly.
We can feel the others.
Say it loudly, yes, everybody.
Yes. Means when we feel the pain of others.
When we feel the pain of others or when we feel what they are feeling,
Others
that
feelings.
means, yes, others feeling, that means putting ourselves in other person's shoes.
Yes.
Right? That means that I understand. Let's say you had a bad day. Now instead of saying that I don't care, it's your day, do whatever you want. But instead of that, if I say, yes, I really understand. Are you okay now? Do you need any help from my side? That means I am empathizing with sir. Right? Because I know he's had a bad day, so I am empathizing. But instead if I say that I don't care whatever day you had, you should have submitted this to me by 10 o'clock in the morning. Where is it? That means not only I am being rude, but I am ignoring his feelings. I don't care whatever day he had, I just want my work done. होता है ऐसे. Professionalism तो यही है. Today, hardcore competition is what? People just want work. Do hell with your feelings. Do hell with what you want to do. I want my work. It's happening, right? And being myself from a professional setup, I have seen that to what extent the bosses can go. They just want their work done because it's a cutthroat competition today. Everybody wants their work to look on the top. They don't care how it comes, they just want the work done. but that is not how I will be teaching you. For me, the values are more important at learning, because the way you learn, the way you impart your education is the same style your students will learn from you, right? So remember, values will never go waste, right? Values will never be ignored if you have the right way of teaching them. Now, don't worry, we will come to all of them. Conversation about things. Yep. So the first type of conversation that I was talking about could be about anything. Might be superficial type of conversation. Now superficial, have you heard this word superficial? Make a note of this word. Appearing to be true or real only until examined more closely. मतलब वो सच लग रहा है but we are not sure तब तक कि मैं उसमें और research नहीं करूं. That is known as superficial. It's a very common term, but it's a good word to be used in our English vocabulary, teachers. The most superficial type of conversation of all, since it's usually the most characteristic of those communication acts that we usually have with people. Now, for example, in the elevator, in the waiting room of a medical consultation, right? That means that, let's say, we go to a doctor. The doctor, there is a long queue, and in the meantime, we have another patient sitting next to us. We start a small conversation with him, and he says, "What happened? Oh, I have this, backache, and it's not going away." Right? So we slowly try to get more details out of it. What happening? Where did you go? That is superficial. That means we are trying to examine more closely about his state of mind. That is superficial. Okay, can anybody give me a sentence with superficial, because your expressions are telling me you did not understand superficial. So, come on, think and tell me. Yes, sir. Thinking?
It means like when we converse with someone and we are not sure is he telling true or he may be telling something else.
Use the word superficial in a sentence. That's what I want to see.
And we have to use this word.
Yes, you have to use this word in a sentence. Okay, I will give you one first.
He just I had a conversation with him, but I felt that it was a superficial talk
About what?
about what he has told me.
About what he has told you. Yes, a superficial talk about what he has told me. Could be more detailed one. I feel that he is always superficial about judging people. That means that he always wants to get into more details about understanding. Whereas I don't want to tell people how I'm feeling, but he's always trying to understand me more. That is superficial.
It is used an adjective, so she is superficial about the maths.
Yes,
Is it correct?
yes. You can say that. You can use it as that. Teachers, जिसको समझ नहीं आया, please raise your hands. ठीक है, हिंदी में बताता हूँ मैं. हिंदी में कि हमने आर्टिफिशियल तरीके से चीज को समझा और उसको और उसके बारे में जानने की कोशिश की. ठीक है, आर्टिफिशियल तरीके से मतलब दूर से उसको हमने वाकई में उसमें अंदर नहीं घुसे, पर हमने ऐसा शो किया कि हम उसको अच्छे से एग्जामिन कर रहे हैं और उसकी डिटेल्स जानना चाहते हैं, उसके बारे में और जानकारी चाहते हैं. दैट इज सुपरफिशियल, मतलब बाहर से.
So can we say that he gave me a superficial look?
Yes, he gave me a superficial look. ठीक है ना, मतलब बाहर से उसने मेरे को बोला कि हाँ यार वो इंटरेस्टेड है, लेकिन अंदर से मुझे पता लग गया कि यार वो बस दिखा रहा है.
Like sometimes students also do this.
Yes, I think now you know it, right? Give me a sentence. Please.
I took the classes at a superficial level, and at last I failed in the exams.
Yes, that means that you only took it from outside, you were not very serious about them. Thank you. Please sit down. Yes, did we understand?
Yes, sir.
That means that I was very superficial. ठीक है यार, जो हुआ हो जाए, देखा जाएगा. I did not get into it, did not examine every single detail carefully. That is why this was the outcome of my exams. Conversation about other people, I don't have to spend time on this. This we are having all the time. With our brother, sister, friends, teachers, everybody, right? But the conversation about other people can only be fruitful when we are using the right words, right? Even without people, even with strangers, we cannot afford to use rude or condescending language. Meaning of condescending is harsh words. Harsh words means that can really hurt somebody, right? Like I would use some words, that will say that how can you use that word? That is inappropriate. Not even inappropriate, that really, really hurt me, right? I thought that you were polite, you were courteous, you were decent, but the way you use that word has really, really made me feel sad. Yeah, so that is what we need to take care of when we are having the conversation about other people. Could be anything: knowledge, sports, music, dance, books, movies, anything. But again, it should be in a friendly and polite way. About our ideas is similar to conversation about our things, right? We have so many ideas, but remember, whenever we are keeping our idea in front of anybody, we need to have a proper structure, a proper plan. Let's say you have a good idea to save electricity, right? Just an example. You have a good idea to save electricity, right? And you want to give this suggestion to the admin department, right? So you have to have a plan in place first. You cannot just say that, sir, what are you doing about it? There are so many fans switch on, nobody is looking after them. Why don't you do something about it? But what have you done about it? It's good that you are going to the other person and telling him, but what have you done about it? You came, you complained to the other person, you told him that, this is what is the problem. But did you come up with a solution? No, you did not. You just told them. So remember, whenever there is a problem, think of a solution and then go to the concerned person. That is what idea is. And that is only when idea will help you. And it will help you gain perspective, and the other person will not only acknowledge but will quickly work on that, right? Because you are not just telling them that this is a problem, but you are already telling them that this could be a possible solution if it can work out, right? But if you just say it's a problem, the other person will say, okay, I know, go do your work. It happens, right? So remember, we have to be proactive in also thinking about the right solution. Any questions? No? Are we feeling sleepy? You want to play a game? Yes? How many want to play a game? Nobody wants to play a game. Okay, so I'll teach this time. That's okay. But I can see you all are feeling sleepy. Let's take a 5 minutes game. Let's play a 5-minute game. I can see that in your eyes that you all are really, really sleepy. Okay. I'll give you one word. Okay? And what you have to do is, you have to, no, not make a sentence. You have to tell me the opposite of that. Okay? And use it in a sentence. Yeah? Humongous.
Tiny.
Tiny is the opposite. Everyone agrees?
Yes, sir.
Yes? Use it in a sentence, but not tiny. A better vocabulary for tiny. Minuscule, right? Minute. Use a good word. Small is okay, but small is a boring word. Yes, small is, yes, you're right, but small is a boring vocabulary. Don't use that. Yeah. So use minuscule, right? Make a sentence quickly, all of you. I'm going to ask everybody.
These are the minute particles.
Yes, these are the minute particles. Yes.
I saw minute bird.
I saw a minute bird. Yes. Why not? Yes, sir.
I have some minute idea.
You have some minute idea. Little idea. See, minute is really small. How can the idea be like? I have to take a magnifying glass to see where the idea is. Right? No. Think of another one.
आइडियाज कोर्स के लिए तो कुछ और वर्ड्स यूज करें वी आर यूजिंग फॉर क्वांटिटी
Quantity. Yes. No. Small. Instead of opposite of humongous, they said tiny. So I asked them to use a better vocabulary for tiny. Then they said small, but I said minuscule or minute, which is also the same meaning, but it's a better sounding word.
Sir, I will take minute quantity of sugar in my tea.
I will take minute quantity of
Sugar in my tea.
sugar in my tea. That is good.
the house is minute in front of skyscraper.
Very good. The house is minute in front of skyscrapers. What is skyscraper? Sit down. Thank you.
Big buildings.
Huge buildings, right? Thank you. Right? Obviously, my house or the house looks very minute in front of the tall skyscrapers. Right? It's a wonderful sentence. Good job. Yes.
There are minute microorganisms in the basket.
Yes. Thank you.
Money has fallen.
Today I saw minute organism.
Say it again. Sorry.
Today I saw minute organism.
Today I saw minute organism. The organisms ही चलेगा सब में. Yes.
Student make a minute dot in their notebooks.
Say it again, ma'am.
The student make a minute dot in their notebooks.
Minute dot in the notebook.
My first knowledge is mindful in front of something.
It's very, very limited, very small. Thank you. Very good. Yes.
Add some minute happy button. Add some minute good words while you talking to someone else.
Incorrect sentence formation, ma'am. Think and say. Think again. I have. Say it. Don't worry.
Don't do minute mistakes. Don't use minute hard words while you're speaking to someone else.
Don't use minute
Hard words.
hard words.
Minute hard.
Yes, please.
I saw the minute animal in forest.
Yes, you saw a very minute animal or a creature. Thank you, sir. What is this group discussion going on? Come on. This is not a group discussion, right? Yeah? Okay. Yes. I saw minute. I saw minute fish in the pond. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I saw minute tadpole.
Okay, thank you.
There is a minute ball in my ring.
Yes, thank you.
I am small than building.
I am
I am small than building. Building से मैं छोटा हूँ.
small. क्यों बोलना है पर? Minute, minuscule, small is a boring word, है ना? I am small than building, but this is also very simple. सबको पता है आप छोटे हो building से. What is difference in that? So you can say as compared to a building, I am really minute. आप ऐसे बोल सकते हो, है ना? As compared to a building, I am very small or minute. Got it? Minute.
Minute is the opposite word of humongous.
Thank you. Minute is the opposite of humongous. Okay. Did we get the hang of it? Yes. I did not want to show you bad in using this sentence, but I wanted to add one more word in your vocabulary list. Okay, and that's what I will keep doing whenever you feel sleepy. I think you're quite awake now, I can see. Okay, feelings. I don't want to discuss much on that, but whenever we are feeling sad, bad, happy, angry, super great, we want to share it with our loved ones. Right? Why? Because they care. Right? So whenever we are sharing our feelings with somebody, we have to use the right emotion. Right? It's very important, whether it is through words or through body language or hand gestures. Right? Sometimes even without saying a word. Let's say you go home, you see your kid comes back, he just throws his bag, watches and starts watching a television. He hasn't told you anything. You go, hey, what happened? You look so sad. What happened? Then he starts telling you, I had a really bad day. You know, this one boy, he used such a bad word in front of me. and when I tried to complain, he tried to beat me up. Right? So remember, when you actually understand the body language of anybody, you will know there is something wrong. Now similarly, he comes back, he's very happy. Again, he did not tell you anything. He just kept his bag and said, oh wow, I feel like having an ice cream today. And you said, no, you look really happy today. How was your day? I got a certificate today for the best debater of my class. Right? And it's the facial expressions that says it all, teachers. हमारे साथ भी यही होता है. When we are really happy, other person gets to know, hey, that's good. Tell me, you look so happy. Tell me what is it all about, right? So that is what feelings is all about. Casual conversations, we started with this. Professional conversations, I will spend some time there because we all are thorough professionals. Right? Now, professional conversations are very important, especially in the school that we are working in. It's a institution of Lord. It's an institution of God, and the service that we are giving is in the name of God. Right? So remember, students, we have to not only be in a very proper attire, we also have to show our very strong character. That is honesty, sincerity, and the kind of words that we use. Right? It is very important. And it is not that everybody will observe you or tell you that you're doing wrong. No. Your conscience should not allow you to do something wrong. That is the most important thing. Forget about anybody watching or not. No. You should be able to, be such a role model for your students that the students will say that, I can trust my ma'am at the back of my hand. I know she will not do anything wrong. Because I know her. Right? Of course, she can be angry sometimes. She can scold me sometimes when I'm not doing my homework. But that is what a professional setup does. In a professional setup, you cannot show your feelings. Please note that. Very important. Let's say you had a very bad fight at home with somebody, and the next day you had to come to school. Right? You cannot vent your anger at your students. No, never. Right? Once you have entered this premises, you have to be your happy self. Right? The students should just reflect at you as the perfect person to impart knowledge to me. Right? No matter how bad you're facing, you are just hoping that the day gets over. I want to just go back home, sit and relax. But you cannot let that show to your students. And it happens with all of us teachers, right? We have bad days, we have good days, but we cannot carry on that emotion in front of our students. What happens if it does? It is the student who suffers. And that is not what we can afford, right? The students are looking at us as an epitome of success. Note down this word, epitome. E-P-I-T-O-M-E. E-P-I-T-O-M-E. Epitome. Meaning pillar of success. E-P-I-T-O-M-E. Epitome. Huge pillar of success. Right? That means that if you are the role model teachers, you have to act like one. Okay? Now, for example, if I have a conversation with Karanji or the principal sir, I know that even without expressing too much, I know they will understand because they are professionally in that environment, they understand things and they work in the right way. That is what epitome of success is. And that is what we all as a team have to do it. So that our teachers not only respect us, but even when they talk to their parents or anybody when they go out, they give your example to them. That you know what, my teacher is really good. If you ever get a time, I am going to introduce you to my teacher. Right? Because that is the impact you have created on the students. And that is everlasting. It will never go. That's an everlasting impact you've had on your students. Any questions? Sure. You want to ask me something?
We can take a topic, small topic.
Okay, yes, we will do that. Intellectual conversations, mostly it's relevant to a group discussion or a debate or something that we want to make the students understand, and more about moral values. right? So for example, if we are making something understand to the child, we have to have n number of ways to explain it. That is what an intellectual conversation is. A solution can have multiple solutions can be given for a same problem, right? But it is what the child adapts and understands is the one we have to relate to it. Maybe he would not understand 4 to 5 ones, but he will understand the 6th solution that I have given him. He'll say, oh, okay, this one works for me. Okay, so learn it this way. But you have to understand the concept. That is an intellectual. What does the word intellectual mean? We have heard this term, teachers, all of us? We have? No. Okay, you haven't. Okay.
We have,
Okay.
great, we have including the intelligence.
Including the intelligence, right? And when I say that you all are very intellectual, what do I mean by that?
It means we are intelligent.
You all are intelligent, right? That means that you use your brains and you look at the situations in the proper way and then come up with the right solution, right? But remember, intellectual is different from intelligent. Okay? Intellectual is different from intelligent. How? Intelligent can be given to a singular person as well, but intellectual is given to a group or a community. That's an intellectual institution I went to, where I gave my last lecture. That means it's a group of people or a community or an institution that I'm referring to. But intelligent can be given to a person, a situation or a scenario as well. That's an intelligent case that you presented there. Good job. Or you did an intelligent job there by finding the solution quickly. Yes, multiple choice or more than one. Basically to a community. Understand intellectual as a group or a community.
Solution giver.
Multiple
Solution giver.
given to a single problem.
Sir, can we use the word diplomatic also for this?
Yes, you can. Diplomatic. What does diplomatic mean?
Means we have sometimes we feel good, sometimes bad, but we have the solution of it.
Where have we heard this word diplomatic? कहाँ पे use होता है सबसे ज़्यादा?
Foreigner,
Foreigners or
policies and law in
Foreign policies. Okay. Okay. Where else? Thank you. Teachers, diplomatic कहाँ use होता है?
Policies.
And some people are diplomatic.
The Foreign Secretary of India has diplomatic relationships with the Council, right? That means that he has a favorable conditions and speaks everything strategically. He knows that it's a tense situation right now for India, but he knows what to speak. That means he's being diplomatic. Diplomatic का मतलब है that he will
ना चाहते हुए भी वो चीज करनी
हाँ ना चाहते हुए भी करनी है, लेकिन उसको एनालाइज करने के बाद
सिंधु नदी वाला भी केस हो रहा है
हाँ तो उसके लिए हम उसके लिए डिप्लोमेटिक वर्ड यूज कर सकते हैं टीचर्स, बट वी हैव टू बी डिप्लोमेटिक टू गेट द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ द सिचुएशन. इसलिए मैं डिप्लोमेटिक हो रहा हूँ. मैं डिप्लोमेटिक इसलिए नहीं हो रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे उसको नीचे दिखाना है. नो, मैं डिप्लोमेटिक इसलिए हो रहा हूँ क्योंकि मुझे सिचुएशन में से बेस्ट निकालना है. और अभी द नीड ऑफ द आवर इज दैट आई नीड टू बी डिप्लोमेटिक एंड गेट माय वर्क डन. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इंडिया इज डूइंग राइट नाउ. India is being diplomatic right now because they know in the longer run, if they have to teach them a lesson, then they have to have put their step down and move ahead. Right? Diplomatic सबको clear है? जिसको नहीं है यूं हाथ ऊपर खड़ा करो. Okay. I will say a sentence. You will continue that sentence in the form of a story. Okay? लिखना, बुक्स बंद कर दो. काफी देर से मैं देखे कि बुक्स बहुत अच्छे से खुली हुई है ना. बुक्स अब आराम से बंद कर दो. ठीक है? सो
जैसे अभी जैसे ये जैसे अकबर के बारे में बोला जाता है.
हाँ, हाँ.
He was taking some diplomatic decision और बोला जाता है.
yes absolutely.
ऐसा तो मतलब इसको फिर हिंदी में कैसे बोलेंगे?
Akbar, okay. The ruler Akbar had to take lot of diplomatic decisions to save his kingdom. आप ऐसा बोल सकते हो करण जी. Yes. You can say like that because उसको कुछ ऐसे decisions लेने पड़ते थे जिसमें कि उसको फ्रेंडशिप भी दिखानी थी दूसरों के साथ और उसको अपने सोल्जर्स को भी हर्ट नहीं होने देना था, तो उस तरीके से आप बोल सकते हो. बट दैट्स अ गुड एग्जांपल of Akbar. Yes, he had to take a lot of diplomatic decisions in his era. Okay, ready? I walked into Sadhana Kendra Ashram today with an overwhelming smile. Okay, now we will continue this as a story, the way we did earlier, and you have to use the right sentence with the right words. Okay, it's like a conversation we are doing. Okay, so we will start from you. Yes, we will start from you. So I will say my sentence again. I walked into Sadhana Kendra Ashram today with an overwhelming smile. Overwhelming means?
Very happy.
Yes, yes, thank you. आपको मेरा सेंटेंस रिपीट नहीं करना है. You have to add another sentence to it. But आपको मेरा सेंटेंस समझ आया? और जहां आप गलत बोलोगे मैं वहीं रोक दूंगा, ठीक है ना? प्लीज. ओके, नेक्स्ट. क्या हो गया? मैं मतलब why are you so nervous? अब इंग्लिश में तो हम बात कर रहे हैं, राइट? कम ऑन. ओके, मैं आज जब साधना के आश्रम के अंदर घुसा तो मेरे चेहरे पे एक बहुत ही सुंदर मुस्कुराहट थी. ठीक है, अब मैंने इसको हिंदी में भी आपके लिए ट्रांसलेट कर दिया. अब आपको इसको सेंटेंस ऐड करना है, बट इन इंग्लिश, नॉट इन हिंदी. नहीं आता तो पास कर दो. पास.
I saw your smile.
थैंक यू. यू सॉ माय स्माइल. ओके.
I saw many little kids who played many games.
एक बार फिर से बोलना. I saw
Many kids
I saw many kids
who played.
who were playing. Thank you.
In the morning when I went to ashram, I saw a picture of Gurudev.
In the morning when I went to ashram, I saw a picture of Gurudev. Very good. Excellent. Good. Yes, ma'am.
I saw there flowers.
You can say I saw many flowers
Flowers
on my way to the school
near the Yakshana.
near the Yagyashala. Very good. Yes.
Firstly, I met Swamiji and take blessings from him.
Good. Firstly, I met Swamiji and took his blessings.
So his blessings.
And I enjoy peaceful environment of ashram.
Thank you.
When I entered ashram, then I feel Gurudev.
Then I feel.
Gurudev.
When you feel.
Presence of.
You can say that I feel the vibrations of Gurudev. You feel Gurudev is something that is that Gurudev is right there. But I understand what you're trying to say. But you can say you feel the vibrations of Gurudev. Thank you.
Then I entered in the reception and asked about the schedule of the day.
When I.
Then I entered the reception and asked about the schedule of the day.
Then asked about today's schedule. What do you say? I asked about today's schedule. Good.
After that, I went to the meditation hall in the ashram and I did meditate to half an hour.
I did meditation for 30 minutes, you can say, or half an hour. Yes.
When I entered the ashram,
entered the ashram? Yes, go ahead.
When I entered the ashram, first I go to the library to read the books.
Okay, good.
With Swamiji, we went to cow shed to see the cow and the cow cow.
Thank you, very good. Me too, I have also gone. Yes, please.
Then I saw this place is very peaceful.
I spend my time in meditation.
I spent,
My ज़्यादा time,
so I spent plenty of time.
plenty of time in meditation.
Thank you.
एक बार sentence बोलो.
आप अपना बोलो ना, मेरा सेंटेंस तो हो गया, उसके बाद तो सब अपना अपना बोल रहे हैं. You have to use your own sentence using the right set of words and English. मेरा सेंटेंस वैसे बता देता हूँ. As I walked into the ashram, I had a overwhelming smile on my face.
Because today is my birthday and I got Maharaj's blessings.
Lovely. So as today is your birthday, you were grateful to receive Maharajji's blessings. Very good.
I did meditation
I did
today.
today. Okay, good.
When I reached at school, I saw Maharaji's to talk with students happily, and I also get positive vibes.
Thank you. Good. Yes.
I was surprised to see the foreign devotees. They were asking the questions about the Maharaj.
And I had the holy darshan of Guru Maharaj Ji and other saints.
Wonderful. And other saints.
Saints.
Yes. Yes.
Then I went Goshala and saw the many
गौशाला
cows.
को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलेंगे?
Cow saints.
Yes. When I went to the cow shed,
And I saw many cows.
you saw many cows. Okay.
Afternoon time, I take a lunch in the ashram.
Afternoon time I take a lunch. Okay. You can say in the afternoon I took my lunch at an appropriate time. You can say that as well. Okay. But afternoon time से आप start नहीं करोगे because that is incorrect. So you can say during the afternoon at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock whatever I usually have my lunch.
When I entered the ashram, I saw the ventilation of the ashram. That was very pretty.
Good.
After that, I got sweets from Swamiji.
After
After that, I got
Okay.
sweets from
I
Swamiji.
got please.
When I went to ashram, I saw a good discipline in the ashram.
I saw a
Discipline.
did you say I saw good discipline? So are you saying there is also a bad discipline? नहीं हाँ आपने कहा मैंने entered the ashram I saw good discipline. What is good discipline? Okay, my dear students, there are no good or bad discipline. There is only discipline. So you can say when I entered the ashram, I saw how disciplined everybody was. You can never say good or bad discipline. That is unacceptable. No. Sit. Thank you. When I come to ashram, I am happy. Okay, yes. तो happy इतना डर के क्यों बोल रहे हो? Thank you. Yes.
When I go to the ashram and see many flowers.
Yes. Thank you. ठीक है. तो टीचर्स देखो जब तक आप बोलोगे नहीं कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा नहीं. अब ये तो मैं 24 घंटे तो आपके साथ नहीं हूँ ना मैं कि मैं आपको बुलवाता रहूँगा. पर is it very tough to speak? क्या मुश्किल है कॉन्वर्सेशन करना? मुझे नहीं लगता. I don't think so. You did great. Everybody did great. पर हम we choose not to do it. उसका कोई इलाज नहीं है. देखो दो इश्यूज होते हैं, स्किल इशू और विल इशू. ठीक है, स्किल इशू ठीक हो सकता है. दैट मीन्स कि मैं अपने आप को इम्प्रूव करके आई कैन गेन नॉलेज एंड स्पीक. विल इशू क्या होता है? मुझे करना ही नहीं है. आई डोंट वांट टू डू इट. तो मैं क्या कोई भी कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. एंड आई डोंट थिंक आप लोगों में विल इशू है. ऑनेस्टली बोल रहा हूँ मैं. ठीक है, विल इशू होता तो आप लोग यहाँ नहीं बैठे होते. बिलीव मी टीचर्स. तो विल इशू तो है नहीं और स्किल इशू है, उस पर आपने काम करना है. ठीक है ना. सो यू जस्ट हैव टू इम्प्रूव, कीप गोइंग, कीप लर्निंग व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एंड अप्लाई इट इन योर डे टू डे क्लास. ठीक है. लेट्स वॉच योर वीडियो नाउ.
It's for you to sit here and enjoy the bounty of life. Do not act like you are running the whole planet. Human being means one who knows how to be. People's idea of education is information. We are mistaking information for intelligence. Mind is like a cloud, you can make it any shape. So, your sense of happiness is only when everybody is doing worse than you. What kind of life is that?
Have you ever thought about how this universe functions? And what is your role in this universe? Should we be spending time focusing on others? Well, Sadhguru has the answers to these questions. Let's listen to him.
Do not act like you are running the whole planet or you are running the whole universe for that matter. You are not. It is happening by itself. You are a tiny little creature who is here for a little bit of time. Don't make so much fuss about it. To handle a few years of life, do not make such a big fuss. If you sit here, this person is a pleasant experience for you. If you are a pleasant experience for yourself, everybody else will also experience this person as a pleasant experience. What great things you will do or not do, that is subject to various realities. Nobody can fix it 100%. You must understand, our actions are largely determined by the times in which we exist. You need to understand what we are doing, our actions, and what we do and do not do is the times in which we exist. If you are here 5,000 years ago, you would not be writing software. You would be doing something else. You would not be doing all the things that you're doing today. Don't think you are doing it, it is the times. In the times that we are in has its own weather. Some smooth weather, some rough weather. If you learn to ride this weather gracefully, then people say you're a success. If you create a problem about every little fluctuation that happens, then you become a failure in your life. If you were a wave surfer, you've seen people surfing on the waves. What is his dream? He would like to have a tsunami. And the dream in a surfer's mind is a tsunami, 100-foot tall wave, whoa, riding it. That would be the dream. If you know how to ride it, even the tsunami is a wonderful thing.
How often do you test your memory power? Let's see Sadhguru explain how success is not confined to education alone.
We are mistaking information for intelligence. Once you heap yourself with too much information, now attention is a serious problem. Once you have no attention, once you have no ability to hold your attention, you have lost your ability to access your intelligence also. You will just churn out the information from memory. In the yogic system, there are four main aspects of the mind. I'll not go into the detail, but the memory part of the mind is of least importance. It's the chitta, which is connected with the consciousness, which is most important. If you find a shape for your chitta, that shape will manifest always, because it's empowered by life-making material which for lack of words we're using the word consciousness, that which is the basis of life. Once your mind is yoked to that, then what shape your mind takes, mind is like a cloud, you can make it any shape. You can make it godlike, you can make it a devil out of it, you can make a pig out of it, you can make whatever out of it, It's a nebulous thing. So what shape you give to your chitta, it will always manifest in the world. because it's empowered by life-making energy behind it. So that is the most important aspect of the mind, not the memory. There's a beautiful incident. You heard of Andrew Carnegie. When Andrew Carnegie started his enterprise, in a short span of time, he became so super successful and made so much money. At that time, okay, this is not the age of Google or Facebook or Twitter where in 2 years they become multi-billionaires and all. Those days, people had to set up manufacturing this and that and make money, which would take decades or generations. So this guy made so much money in a short span of time, people suspected, the US government suspected he's doing some malpractice. They set up a Senate investigation committee. So they questioned him in every way possible and they found nothing wrong with his business. Then they asked, how do you manage to make so much money and be so successful? So Andrew Carnegie said something very simple. See, I can keep my mind focused on something for 5 minutes at a stretch. 5 minutes. Can any of you do it? All the senators. They thought, what's the problem with 5 minutes? And he set up an experiment. They tried to keep their attention, they couldn't keep it for a few seconds. 1 moment here, 1 moment there, this is the fate of most human beings. So then he said, you should not be running United States.
All of us must have competed for something or the other. According to Sadhguru, here is something we should never compete for.
Life is not a competition, life is not a race. If life is a race, you must get to the finish line soon. Hello? If you think life is a race, you must be at the finish line today. I can tell you how. You want to go there? No. This is not a race. This is a tremendous privilege that we have come as human beings. This means our ability to experience life is of a much larger proportion than any other creature on this planet. That is the significance of who we are, yes? We can experience life in many more vivid ways than how an ant can experience, how a grasshopper can experience, how somebody else can experience. This is our privilege. Instead of experiencing life, we are trying to win the race. If you win the race, you should be in the crematorium today.
Which will help improve your self, focus, or attention. We clear this doubt by listening to what Sadhguru has to say.
If I had only focus without the general attention about everything around me, indiscriminate attention I'm talking about, attention not even about something, just being attentive only because there is a certain level of attention and awareness within you, you even know that you exist. Otherwise, let's say in sleep, in your experience, neither the world exists nor you exist, all that's happened is there is no attention. Because there is no attention, there is no perception of any kind. So first thing is attention, that there is a general grasp of everything. Then there is a particular interest. Then we focus it down to that particular interest. We are focusing on something only because our attention is not keen enough. If our attention was very keen, you would not need to focus on anything. If your attention has to be very keen about everything, then you should stop discriminating in terms of, I like this person, I don't like this person, this is good, this is bad, this is nice, this is not nice, this is useful, this is not useful. If you do not make any kind of discrimination, you just work on your attention, not about being attentive about something, just being super attentive, not about anything. See, right now if you increase the voltage in this hall where you're sitting, when light comes on, light is not thinking in terms of whom should I focus on. When light comes on, everything that is there in that room will be seen. This is important. This is a very important aspect of yogic process is that we go on working on our attention, that we keep on keying up our attention to a higher and higher level, a higher and higher voltage and intensity.
How focused are you after watching this video? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Feel free to watch the videos shown on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.